My name is Stephanie. I am a regular woman in Nairobi. From the age of 9 until 14, I encountered sexual assault, if you may say it. And that was happening in my home by my uncles. My uncles used to do it practically on a daily basis. And what was worse is we had to move all the way with them. Every single place we moved, they had to tag along. I am a step to my family. So it happened behind doors. My mother had no idea about it. No one had an idea about it because it was very hard for me to talk about it because I just came in the family. And at the end of the day, it was their word against mine. My mom gave birth to me when she was very young, at the age of 18. And she felt like I should not have come because she felt like I interrupted her life at that time because I was young. And I remember she tried a couple of times to abandon me because even when she gave birth to me, she left me in the hospital. So my auntie had to come in and pick me up, and my auntie has raised me for a good amount of time. And then we came to Nairobi, and that's when I started living with my step family. In my home, people said I was a snob, I have attitude, and no one really knew what is inside me, because even if I would have spoken to them, they would have said, how does this happen? It would have sounded unbelievable. Like, how does this happen like, how? With all that happening, I decided, you know what, if I can't get help from my family, I'm gonna, I decided, let me just like look for someone outside. In that process of me trying to maneuver from leaving my home to getting my own home, my sister now got pregnant. And I remember she called me and told me that she's pregnant. I told her, you know what, don't do anything stupid until I come home, because I remember I had work that time. So only for me to go home and find that she had really soaked herself in blood. Because the boyfriend went and bought these medications in Thika from a quack doctor for 5,000 bob. And she came and swallowed 4 pills. The only way that I could know she's okay is I found her drenched. I was like, are you okay? And she would just move her finger. That was the only signal that told me she's not dead. So we tried to clean her up. And I used to tell her, why don't you tell mom? And she would be like, I'd rather die than tell her. And for 2 months, she bled continually. I think it was God trying to save her. She went to this doctor, and the doctor apparently is a family doctor, and came and said, I think your daughter has had an abortion. In a family where everything is okay, not actually everything is okay, in a family whereby you guys come, you have to protect, especially as a woman, you protect your family and you protect the name of your family. So, and my mother knew, she didn't tell my dad.
What would your dad have done if he found out?
Probably killed all of us. They went to the doctor and found out that my sister had an infection in her uterus because of the pills, and at that time she was also anemic. So what I did is I talked to my auntie, and my auntie came and she said, you know what, this is what is going to happen. And we talked through it, and she knew about it. But my mom did not tell my auntie about it because also she's trying to cover a name. My sister only had 2 weeks before she died. The collarbones, you could actually see them. Her eyes were, instead of now like, it was like white, you could actually see this is the pupil and this is the other eye. It was that bad. Her nails were like pure white. She was practically like a walking corpse. After helping my sister all that time, she practically came and just told me to my face, you know what, you helped me, but I honestly don't care.
Really? Why do you think she said that?
I don't know. Also because of the disconnect in my family. We're not so tight. But at the end of the day, it was up to me, because I'm very sure if it were up to me, probably I'd be talking a whole different story of how I lost my sister to an unsafe abortion. The only thing I can tell people is talk. Don't die in silence. Women can relate to my story and see that there's hope at the end of the day.